Hey folks, Joshua here, back with more Balatro and another challenge run. Today, we're going to be trying X-ray vision, our 5th challenge here. So the rules are simple. 1 in 4 cards are drawn face down. Everything else seems pretty standard. So for this one, discards are going to be important. Small hands are going to be important. Beyond that, I'm not sure what to say. Let's dive in and see what we can make happen. So an initial coupon tag is a pretty solid skip here. I think we'll take that. So we got a pair of 8s, king and queen. Okay, this could be an ace or a king. All right, so we're out of discards. If we're lucky, one of these is a king. If we're very lucky, 2 are. 2 aces, okay. That's 2 pair. We played 1 king. What are we gonna do here? All right, so these are probably jacks and 5s. We only had 1. Okay. Got 2 kings and 2 10s. Ideally, there's 1 more king and 0 10s. We have failed. Unless that's a 6, I guess. No. All right. Well, starting over. This challenge may be more difficult than I expected. Let's try to be a little bit more thoughtful this time. So X-ray vision. Okay, we don't want to double our money because we don't have any. So we'll play this. We lucked out a little bit there. We got 10s. 5, 4, 3, 2, and ace is a straight, but it's a low value straight. So we'll get rid of this stuff and see if we can pull some 10s and 9s. Okay. There's 2 10s, 2 9s. If we can pick up 1 more. So I could gamble on this being a 10, but that seems like a bad play. Let's play high card here. If this is a 10, it's not, it was a queen. There we go, full house. That should be enough, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we make it through with $5 extra. All right. So we got $9 to work with. We can pick up a scholar. A scholar, okay, yeah. Flush we're not going to be able to play with the challenge the way it is. Scholar could be helpful because we can play high card or pair aces. That seems plausible given the nature of the challenge. Could go into buffoon pack, but I think we want to save money. We want to get our economy rolling. Paintbrush would be nice, but we're not going to be able to afford it. So, all right, we'll try and play high card or pair aces here. We could take this free polychrome. We get a pair of aces. And that's 60 chips and 8 malt. 70 chips and 10 malt. That's 700. That would be enough. If we got a pair of aces, we could get this. But okay, so playing the blind gets us money, and then we can still do that. I don't think we want to skip for a polychrome here. I think we just want to play through and work on our economy. So we're hopefully looking for aces here. Let's get rid of everything low value. There's 1. All right, there we go. Trip aces and kings. That's going to do it for us. That was a lucky hand. Paradoila doesn't help us much. Hand size might help here. It would help us pull the aces we're looking for. And we're really, at this point, we're only looking to play 1 hand. We can always sell it later. But I don't think it's good enough for us now that we invest. I don't think we spend any of this. We got to get our economy rolling, so we'll just try to beat the boss here. All right, there's one ace. Okay, that's not great. Let's just play a high card here. There's our 2 aces. That should be enough. Okay. That puts us at 22. Burnt Joker, very strong. If we can discard a pair, we can level it up. Is this worth $8 here? To level up pair, I think it is. Okay. We could double our money with this economy tag. We have a double tag here. The hook is going to be very difficult to get past, because we want to use discards to gather our aces. This is going to be real tough, which means I need at least 2 levels in pair, and I can't afford to skip either of these. All right, so let's discard the 10s. That'll level up pair. Then we might as well play the jacks. Play the kings. There's 1 ace. We've got some discards left. There's 2 aces. That's gonna be enough. Okay, we need another scoring card of some sort for pair. What do we have? Flower Pot's not gonna do it. Photograph isn't gonna do it with the aces, so I guess we save our money here. All right, we've got aces. That's almost enough on its own. Let's discard the 9s. Okay. Pair aces, so we add 60, that's 100, plus 8 mult is 12. That's enough. All right, spades and 8-ball doesn't help me. Okay, so there's 2 ways to go here. One is to hope for a scoring joker out of this buffoon pack. The other is to hope for an enhancement to my aces or an additional ace from death or something in the Arcana pack. I think we need to go into the buffoon pack here. Our scoring's just not strong enough right now. Let's see what we can pull out of here. All right, hologram will help long term. Now I need to add a card to get at least some mult here. I'm not going to be able to add a card from the Arcana deck. Rerolling right now is unlikely to help me. So we just try and survive the discards here. Okay, do we have a pair to discard? We do not. So I'm looking for aces. I can play all of this crap. I can play this as a high card. It burns one of my hands, but it saves Burnt Joker. Gives me a chance to level it up and maybe pull some aces in. This is also going to discard 2 random hands, or 2 random cards. Okay. Gets me a different set of something to work with here. So one of these could be a 6. This is pretty rough. If I sort these by suit, there's a good chance this is a flush. I would get the benefit. Let me play this. We don't get the flush. Crap. Okay. I can discard the jacks. I'm going to leave the rest of this for the hook. That upgrades this. Okay. I need at least 1 ace here. That could be it. Probably not, but could be. Let me get rid of this stuff. See if we can draw another ace somehow. There's a pair of threes there we could play. All right, so that's a 10 or a jack, actually. Let's do this instead. So one of those has to be a pair. And then we can throw the 4 and the 2. Oh, but I don't want to throw the 4 and the 2. I want to try and keep this ace. Oh, but I'm playing. I'm not discarding. Okay. Oh, well, we lucked out. Okay, that's super lucky. This should be enough now, having leveled up pair. Yeah, squeeze through. Okay. Hook, very difficult to get past here, but we made it. All right. We want to add playing cards. We don't have the option. Seed money is not a bad investment. Face cards isn't going to help us. Delay gratification is not going to help us. So I think I just grab seed money and we play again. This is getting real dicey. We have here a voucher. Adding another voucher is not terrible here. We need to add at least one card, but we'd be eating into our interest money to buy that. We'd go down to 17. And we'd give up a burnt joker, so I think we got to keep playing here. All right. One of these is king or queen, so if we discard this, we get burnt joker. Let's also throw away these 2 cards. So pairs up to level 5. We can play this. That could be a 4, so probably I don't want to play that. Okay. That's a pair of some sort. Two 10s. Okay. I can play 2 kings. Still got 2 discards left. All I need is an ace. Can I play the 9s here? It would be a close thing. 18. So 88 times 6. 480 plus 48. It would get me over. It would do the job. Okay. All right. Wheel of Fortune we don't want. Even Steven doesn't help me with aces, but could be useful nonetheless. If we play a pair of 10s, pair of 8s, pair of 6s, pair of 4s, pair of 2s, we get more malt. The Spectral pack here has the potential to add several cards to my deck, which could power up Hologram as well. This could be a good $10 investment. Let's see what we get out of the Spectral pack first. All right, so we can create a rare Joker for all our money. That doesn't seem great. We can create 2 copies of a selected card. So if we had an ace, I would do that, but we don't. If we go by that 8 thingy, I could have 6 8s. We can add Aura to 1 card. Meish and Sigil converts all cards in hand to a single random suit. There's no aces here, so this is viable. If we got ace or an even card, that would actually be really, really good for us. We're giving up a queen jack, 1 8, 2 2s, whatever these are, a 3. So this is a gamble. If we get an even card or an ace here, Sigil's fantastic. I could take the safe route and cryptid this 8, but it's not that valuable. Or 1 out of 52 cards, not going to come up that often. Wraith's a non-starter. We can't kill our economy like that. I think we gamble on Sigil here. Oh, that was suit. not rank. Oh. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a mistake. My bad. Shit, that was a waste. Alright, so we got a little bit of malt for aces or evens. Man, I can't believe... Alright, that was suck. Ooh, that's bad. Alright. Let's play this. Ace high, okay. Alright, let's discard the fours. We got 2 pair here. So that's something to work with. We can play the 8s. We want the aces. The 8s get us 8 malt, so this is actually a pretty decent hand. The 7's not so much. Yeah, that was pretty good. Alright. We can look for 4 of a kind here, I guess. Or we could just discard this. No, we'll try the 3 of... It's like some value. Not much. There's 2 aces. Let's play those. Is that going to be enough? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm on my last hand here, so... It has to be. Okay, we got through. I really need to get something into hologram here. Let's see what options we have. Standard pack. I'd like Sly Joker as well. Alright, so an ace or an even here. Looks like we'll pick up the 2. That gets us a little bit of malt. Pick up pair for chips. That's going to help a little bit. Okay, heart cards are debuffed. Don't know what this is, but one way or the other, that's a pair. I don't think I want to discard that, though. I want to play that. So, if I want to power up this, I have to... Do I want to play this? If it's the ace, I do. If it's the king, I don't. I have to burn a hand here. At least it was a pair, so we got something out of it. Alright, let's discard the queens. There's my aces. We'll play those. Okay, yeah, that little bit of malt is helping us out a lot. So is Sly Joker. Those are both good pickups. What do we have here? Upgrade poker hand or popcorn. We definitely want the standard pack. We got to add something here. So we'll add the golden ace, or I could take the lucky 4 here. I'm not going to want to hold this in my hand. I'm going to want to play it. So I'd rather play the 4. Would I rather play the 4? Chance for 20 malt or $20 versus unlikely chance to get $3 if I hold this. I think we take the 4. Wait, how many aces do I have? Yeah, the only thing I have more of is 2s right now. All right. Well, we can hold this if we get the chance. Otherwise, we can play it. Either way, it powers up hologram. Where are we? We're at the start. I'll have another chance to pick up director's cut here. What is my boss blind, by the way? Cards are on face down after each hand played. That's so rough. Okay. Let's save our money. Well, I could spend up to... Wait, I picked up... Yeah, up to 50 we get interest. So I should be building this up to 50 and above. All right. Let's discard the 10s. I'll keep the 8 and the 6. Actually, playing those would be fantastic. Let me just... I need to do a discard, though, to power up Burnt Joker, but those are really strong. This could be a 7, an 8, or a 6. Let's play this and see what we get. Okay. That wasn't great. So now I need to discard these. We got 3 jacks here. So we'll play pair jacks. I don't know what that is. We'll throw the king. Play 4s. There we go. Okay. All right, a strength is handy for us. Do I want to spend this money? Strength can get 3s to 4s or 9s to 10s or something for this build. Or kings to aces, really. Kings to aces is our best play. Gamble on a spectral pack, $4. All right, let's see what we get. So we have ectoplasm. If we reduce our hand size, that makes it harder to get our pairs, but a pair isn't that hard to come by. Although with 1 in whatever cards being drawn face down, it's a little rough. Converts all cards to a single random rank and -1 hand size. Getting another joker wouldn't be bad. If we didn't have an ace, I would probably do this. This is the gamble I was trying to make before. I think negative joker's the better play. I just don't know if I want -1 hand size right now. All right, and you know what? We'll take it. Okay. Okay. I want to save this for something good, but putting this into an 8 isn't terrible. It gives me another 8 to work with, and it lets me handle this right now. But maybe I should save this for an ace. What do I do then? I can play... this. Maybe I luck into a pair. Probably not. King high. Okay. That has to be a 2. So we'll discard this. The 7 and the 5. Okay. Play the 10s. Throw the jack. We got 2 8s, 3 6s, 3 4s, and 3 2s. So let me throw the 8 as well. Okay. We'll do a discard here. Pair of aces, pretty good. That's enough to win, so let's see if we can get a pair of kings out here. No dice, all right. All right, I have one more spot. I don't think Chaos the Clown is it. I don't think Lusty Joker is it. We need to open the standard pack. Okay, so the 3 lets me power up pair even more if I hold it in hand, but I have a fairly small hand size already, and this could be drawn upside down so we wouldn't know about it. I guess I take the red seal 6 and try and enhance it later. Last chance to buy voucher. I think I have to, much as I would like to get this over 50. Boss blinds can be run killers, so we needed that. Okay, let's see about this. After play... All right, so we can discard these. All right, we got a pair of jacks. That's good. Pair of aces. There's one of the kings I wanted. Oh well. That's enough. Okay, that gets us past the fish. Okay, re-trigger all cards played for the next 10 hands. And it's polychrome. $11? Oof. 8 malt for a pair. Like, this is, don't get me wrong, this is nice. But it eventually runs out, and then it's just a normal polychrome. We've already got some malt going here. This is only $3. We're gonna have to spend $9 here, but yeah. Another 8 malt is gonna help us out a lot. All right, so we've got the golden 8. I think that's what we gotta take. We're up to 2x malt now on hologram. I really want to get above 50, so we're not gonna buy this Arcana pack. Let's see what we got here. Double tags. Is it worth it to go after a double tag? We do have 4 full antes left. So I think taking 1 double tag here is a good call. All right. I wish I knew if that was a king. No way to know. If I discard here, I waste burnt joker is the problem. So we don't know what these are. These could be 3 7s, right? There's no guarantee. This is a tough one. I think I just have to play this, burn a hand on it. It was a king, but we got a pair at least out of it. Okay. This could be a 5 or a 4. We just don't know. I don't have a pair to discard here. All right, I think we have to do... Well, hold on. All right, if I do... Unless it's a 5, in which case we get a high card. This should give us a pair. Okay, it was one of those numbers. Let's play the 9s and the jack. Yeah, okay, we're getting up there. Build is getting strongish. Okay, we're up to 51. Arcana packs would be nice. 20 malt if played hand contains 3 or fewer cards. Now that is interesting, because we're playing pairs. I guess that's technically better than Jolly Joker. It's an extra 12 malt. What is our... We're at 160 here, so this is adding 50 to that. It's not bad. I think we trade Jolly Joker for Half Joker here. That'll help us. Okay. And then we keep going. All right. Face cards are debuffed. So this is a pair. It's either a queen... It's either 2 queens or 2 jacks. Okay, that gets paired to 12. Jack doesn't help us. Got 4 8s, 3 4s, 4 2s. Let's discard these. Okay, there's a pair of 8s. We can throw the 7 and the 10. Yeah, that's getting up there. Okay. This is going to be a 3 or a 2. Let's play that. There we go. Okay. Still waiting to pull a pair of kings here. Okay. A death is not particularly helpful. It's a little helpful. I want both of these and the standard pack. And I want the strength. So what I can do then is buy the Arcana pack. So we have a Fool. We can turn the Queen into an Ace with the Death. Then I can skip this because I don't care about any of these. I can buy and use the Fool to get another Death. Okay, that worked. Let's crack this open. I guess I take the 6 here. And then I can buy this later, right? I want to keep above 50. Yeah. I don't need a Mega Buffoon pack. I don't need +6 hand size. The house is a little rough. Let's keep going here. All right. Discard here. All right, we can make the 7 into a king with the death card. And then make both of these kings into aces. There we go. That's fun. Okay. That's looking good. Not quite anti-8 material yet, but maybe we get there. Don't need any of this. We'll pick up Voucher. I could reroll. I don't think it's a good call. I think we've got our build for the most part. We'd like to power up Hologram more, but I don't have a way to do that. Unless I get like a... We could use this for like a mega content pack, whatever it's called, to add a bunch of cards. Juggle Tag doesn't do anything for me. All right. This is a little yikesy. We don't have a pair to discard. I can just play the odd cards to get rid of them and draw some more stuff. Burns through a hand, but we did pick up the grabber. Okay, there's my discard. Probably can't risk that. All right. Okay. Not getting a lot of help here. 7 aces, 3 10s, 4 8s, 5 6s, 4 2s. So 6s, it looks like, are the way to go here. Maybe keep the 8. In case we get a chance to play it. There we go. There's a pair of 8s. Throw the 5 and the jack. Earn $3. Yeah, halfway there. Okay. All right. Got 2 10s, 2 8s, 5 6s, 3 4s. So we'll throw this away. Pair of 6s. Gets us there. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty tight right now. 3 of a kind does nothing. Reroll does nothing. We could go into this Arcana pack and maybe make things a little easier on ourselves. What do we got? We got a moon. A temperance for money is interesting, or an emperor. I think I might do some rerolls here, so this might be the play. Some enhancements would be welcome as well, and I can hold on to them for an emergency. Let's see what we get. A strength and a hanged man? Okay. Runner doesn't help me. Tribe doesn't help me. And straight up buying use hermit, that's great. Bloodstone doesn't do much. A sun and a reserve parking doesn't do anything. Four of a kind and riffraff don't help me. All right, we don't want to go too crazy. $9 is a little bit much for a reroll. Let's just get into the house here. Okay, so we can't really do anything here except pray. Let's discard this and hope there's a pair. We got 2 pair. Okay. Let's throw this away. See what we get to work with. All right. So we got a pair of aces. Let's start with the 10s. Okay. So we got 5 6s, 2 4s, 4 2s. So we can discard this. All right. I guess we just play this. Oh, I should have played the 7 there. Okay, that gets us close. All right, ante 7. Overstock, definitely worth buying. All right, flush, egg, green joker, none of that helps me. All right, we can get rid of the 3, but I don't know if this is an even card or not. This upside down nonsense is really killing me, man. Do I use the hangman here, or do I wait till I can get rid of 2? We're gonna use Empress here, probably on the aces. The strength we can't use right now. I could strength this up to a 4 instead of deleting it, I guess. Both of these are better off if I have 2 cards to play with, so let's hold off on that. I really need to add cards for hologram here. Adds a stone deck when blind is selected. That would power up hologram every blind that we played. But I'd have to give something up for it. Is it time to give up burnt joker here? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's negative, so it doesn't matter. Maybe I give up sly joker? All right. I guess that's what we're doing. I can get 2 negative jokers if I skip this, so I probably will. That also helps with the pillar. In fact, I might want to skip both of these, although that gives up on marble joker. Yeah, let me play the small blind here. Okay. All right. So I can strength these. That gives me a pair of 10s to discard. I can hangman these. Okay. Got 4 8s, 5 6s, 4 4s. We want to go after aces, so let's just discard all of that and see what we get. Okay, there's a pair of aces. We got 2s. Let's play the aces first. Okay, that's close. And the 2s should get us the rest of the way. All right. Arcana packs? I think so. All right, a death is nice. Chariot's not bad. But we can get another ace here out of this 9 or jack. So I think we do that. The 9 can be strengthened up to a 10. The jack's gonna have a hard time to being useful, so let's death the jack. Money here. Or magician. This has to be an ace. Problem is we don't know if it's already enhanced. But, okay, so I can magician these two. I think that's the play. All right. Let's do one reroll here. Blue Joker's not bad, but I don't have a card to give up for it. I could give up Marble Joker here. There's not that... Well, we've got some antes left, but I also don't want to clutter up my deck with too many stones. This is at 2.5. I don't think it's... I think we get 1 or 2 more out of this first. Let me do one more reroll. Ooh, Brainstorm. Okay, that's huge. So I can get 20 malt from it. Double up Scholar, or even Steven. Double up Burnt Joker. I could use this for a lot of stuff. Okay. That's a good pickup. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 free negative jokers in the next shop. So if we beat the pillar, we get 2 negative jokers. Okay, so first things first, let's think about how we're using Brainstorm. We want to Brainstorm on the 2s. That'll power a pair to 17. Okay. These are 2 aces. So what do we want left most here? Pairs at 18, so if we move Joker to the left, we multiply 18 by 2.5, so that's 18 times 2 is 36, plus 9 is 41. No, 45. Is that right? Yeah. So we gain 18 plus 9, which is we gain 27 malt from this. If we move it all the way to the left. And then we get another 2x at the end. I think. I don't think there's a way to get more than that. So I think we do this. So this should take us from 18 to 45. And then all of this happens. And then we get another 2.5 at the end, I think. Let me slow this down just a skosh to make sure I'm saying this right, that I've got this right. This has to be a pair of aces here. Okay, so some of this stuff happened before that, so it's even better than I thought. Okay. Yeah, so this is the setup we want. We just swap this in at the start for a discard, and then take hologram. Plus, we're getting 2 negative jokers here. All right. So, King, Jack doesn't help me. 7, 3 doesn't help me. Let's discard those. Pair of 6s. Throw the king. Yeah, this is looking good. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we might beat the challenge here. And put this back to full speed now. Okay, so we get malt for skips and retrigger first played. And this one's not that great. 10s or 4s. I don't think we trade anything for that. Like the holographic is nice, but we do play the occasional 8, 6, or 2. What is this? All right, we can grab telescope here. No, it's a little late in the game for telescope, right? That's $10 we're not going to get back, so I don't, maybe not. 2 of 5 tarot cards. We might, well... This red card is pretty much useless. I might skip a pack. By the way, what is our boss blind here? Violet Vessel? Oh, that's rough. I can only reroll once. We'll take a look at what our scores look like in a second here. Let's see what we can do with these Arcana packs. All right, so I choose one. Star does nothing. Strength, we could get this 5 up to a 6. Magician is pretty nice. Temperance isn't bad. Magician on the 8s, maybe? Or a lot of re-rolling here to try and get cards into hologram. You know what? I think we need to get cards into hologram. Let's take the Temperance. Let's look at the Mega. We get 2 of these if we want them. So that's a pair of aces. I could take the Hierophant and the Temperance. This could already have an enhancement on it. This ace, I don't know. Might be better off putting the other Hierophant on like this 6 or something. I could glass this as well. We're near the end, so taking the chance on another 2x for having this destroy itself. I don't know. I think we'll Hierophant the ace and the 6 and then take the Temperance. Okay, you I don't want. I really need to add some playing cards because of hologram, but it's just not giving it to me. Straight flush doesn't help. None of that helps. 3 of kind, 2 pair doesn't do anything for me. Face cards gives chips is nothing. Planet cards and celestial packs doesn't help me. Madness doesn't help me. Midas Mask doesn't do anything for me. Abstract Joker might be good with all our negatives. Yeah, okay. Because I'm playing pairs. So the most I get out of Even Steven is 8 mult, and this is 24 mult. So goodbye, Even Steven. Thank you for your service. And Joker, Abstract Joker, welcome to the pack. First played card used in scoring. I gotta remember that. Doesn't help me. Holographic Lusty Joker, a Sun. One more reroll. Come on, give me... No, it won't give me... I really wanted a playing card here. All right. So first things first, we do our discard. With Burnt Joker at the left and Brainstorm at the right. That gets us 2 levels in pair. Okay. Now, that's probably either... That could be trip aces. But it's probably a pair. No, it's trip aces. Okay, that's not great, but we have enough built into this that it should be okay. Oh, all right, made it. Even without leveling it up. Okay. Still no card packs. Uncommon Jokers each give 1.5 mult. I have one, so that doesn't help me. I don't think I want to spend $10 on that. I forgot about hanging chat. I should have looked at that, but I guess it didn't matter. All right, what do we got here? I can strength this 5 into a 6. probably my best play. I don't know what the rest of this is, so... Devil, Hanged Man, Tower. Okay. I'm gonna forward one reroll here. Fool's not bad. Another strength, or I can save it for something else. Idol and Burglar, I don't have room for. Let's buy this and figure out if we want to use it later. So right now, this is on strength. Okay. All right, here's our last chance. Do I want to reroll the boss blind? I don't think so. I think we can win with this. All right, yes, let's use this fool. Get ourselves another ace to play with. Let's start with a discard of 10s. Pair goes up to 21 here. First card played twice means not much here, so we'll play aces and 7s. Yeah, I think we can beat the Violet Vessel here. All right, our last chance to do anything good. The strength we'll buy for later. Standard pack will open now. Ooh, ace with red seal, very nice. Okay, that gets us up to 2.7 malt. Let's open the Arcana pack. Okay, we got a High Priestess, a Magician, or a Death. I can get another 10, 8, or 6 off of this queen. This could be an ace. 10, 8, 6. We've got 5 10s, 5 8s, 7 6s. So the 6 is more likely helpful here. If I death the queen into a 6. Or I could Magician the 6 and the 10. That might be the play. All right. Get me some lucky. And then our next hand, or our next blind is the end, so we should just burn all our money here. We'll take a pair, obviously. Hangman doesn't do much for me right now. A death could be useful. And then we get one more reroll. And nothing doing. Okay, let's see if we can beat the game. Beat the run. Beat the challenge. Okay. So I can death this queen. Into this 8. Or better yet, into this 5. Then we can discard it to get our last 2 upgrades to pair, up to 25. Okay. Now we got trip aces here. Might as well play them. That's pretty good. Okay. We strength this king, and we win. All right, very cool. There we go. X-ray vision, first try, easy. There we go. That's the stream, folks. The next challenge for tomorrow will be Mad World. So we start with a negative Paradolia. Or Paradolia. Paradolia. All face cards are considered face cards. It's free. It's a free slot. It's eternal. Played face cards have a 1 in 2 chance to give $2 when scored. So that's our money, right? We have 4 Joker slots and a money card. All face cards is interesting. Hands no longer earn money. Interest doesn't earn money. Know the plant. And then a very small deck. 98765432 across the board. Interesting. Okay, so that's tomorrow's stream. Later today, I'll be playing some XCOM 2 if you're interested. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the run and the challenge. And other than that, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.